You again! Toast throws a punch at the demon. Samolda ducks down, reaching for the ground to try to absorb some form advantage. But nothing happens. When he absorbed the magic nullifying trait of Morris's watch, he unknowingly also nullified his own magical powers. The demon's eyes widen when he realizes his powers have failed. At the same time, the hyena's fist swings around again and makes contact, phasing through the mortal body and knocking the demon out of it. Samolda rises out of the ground, groaning in pain. Toast stands above him. You've got some balls breaking a gift someone made me. Let me repay you twice-fold. Toast throws a barrage of punches at the demon. Samolda's face is bruised over and over with every hit. Go to hell! One final punch and the demon explodes like an overinflated balloon. Nothing remains of its body. All four of you look at each other, panting and drenched in sweat. You all exchange silent nods before getting yourselves in order. We did it. Yes, we did, in a rather crude, ineffective manner, but we did do it. Toast looks at Morris. The boar's shoulder seemed to be healing alright. The bleeding has stopped too. Sorry about the doll, dude. Don't worry about it. You think a little fire's gonna break years of exorcist engineering? I have the spell to fix it up. Your watch. Shit, yeah, I need that. You all walk over to the mortal vessel of the demon. You search their hands, but nothing remains of the watch. Nothing, not even a trace left of it. Sorry. Frick, that thing was expensive. Sorry. No, it's fine. It's a small thing compared to what could have happened. He's coming too. Let's give the mortal some breathing room. The person stands up and looks around with a dazed expression. Where am I? Huh? Sorry, I don't understand you. Because just earlier I was at home? Then, I don't know, I was just wishing that I could be internet famous, even just a little. What happened that I ended up here? I'm sorry, dude, I don't know how I can help you. I don't think he's from around here. I'll escort him to the police, let him deal with them. Take the doll back home and I'll meet you guys there when I'm done. Let's head back to the apartment quick. I've got to rest up before my shift. Lucian and Morris cast tired looks at you. If you show even a fraction of this much dedication to your Underworld job, I'd say you'd make a halfway decent demon lord. Guys, I'm going now. Morris takes out his phone and uses a translation application to let the person know what has happened. Luckily, the guy doesn't ask much and follows Morris to the police station. I'll help you carry the doll. You nod. Turning back to the doll, you see Toast poking at it. Guys, I think the butt is broken on this thing. There's a huge crack in it. He laughs out loud. Lucian just shakes his head while you chuckle softly. Lumbering along with the puppet in the angel's hands, the three of you make your way back to your apartment. In the Demon Lord's office, Vendrick mulls over the newest letter that has reached him. The Kerbeus guards reported a spike in the souls escaping through their defenses. They request that security in the torture zones be improved. They have the gall to put the blame on my security unit. If they need others to do their job, why am I even keeping them on payroll? It seems 3 heads up is not better than 1 in this case. Suddenly, Vendrick's important work is interrupted. Vendrick sighs. He already knows what this means. He gets up from his seat and walks over to the demon groaning on the floor. The creature has bruises all over. Whatever did them in was not holding back. Bleh. I swear, why must every freelancer find me when something goes wrong? The beaten Samolda groans loudly. Aren't you being a little dramatic? Let me guess, Kobu beat you, didn't he? Ugh. He had help from who? Meep. An escaped soul? You let an escaped soul beat you like this? What a disgrace to our company. He wasn't alone. There's more? Who, damn it? Exorcist. No. A receptionist named Mel? What kind of receptionist wields such power? Ugh. Samoda faints. Hey, don't you slack off on me. I'm not done with you. Vendrick's astonishment falls on deaf ears. Nox! Nox arrives through another portal on command, as if he had been anticipating his call. Yes, my lord. Take this mongrel treatment. Right away. Nox summons a portal beneath the demon and Samoda falls through. A groan is heard as Samoda crashes onto the ground for the third time in 2 minutes. Once they reform, find out who this escaped soul is and the identities of everyone who was aiding Kobu. Kobu has allies? Apparently so. Troublesome characters to be by the sound of it. Put a notice out to the remaining freelancers. Be on the lookout for an escaped soul and that blasted Mel. In the depths of Amar's workshop, live shelves of old unused metal parts and retired inventions. The self-proclaimed genius general of the Underworld walks among his collection in search of the final piece for Gobu's snack generating machine. Fortis drags his feet from behind while he carries a box filled with bits and bobs of Amar's mechanism. As they proceed down the storeroom, the larger demon looks around at the many labeled boxes that line the shelves. He can't make heads or tails of how they're arranged. Never knew there was such a room like this in your workshop. Visit more often then. I'll even show you my vinyl records room. You'll listen to music. Music, environmental sounds, the soul's internal screams of anguish, they all help me to pass the tedious time of making machines. So this is like the room where you keep all the unused junk? Don't call it junk. The motherboards will hear you. They're very sensitive. This is where I store all the broken and retired machinery that I've gathered through the years. And then this is the graveyard, but for machines. Yes, I suppose that is an apt comparison. I already don't get why mortals do that, let alone you. What's so strange about saving them? These machines deserve some respect for all they've done, or tried to do. It seems like a waste of space to do all of this. Can't you just keep the blueprints and summon new parts? It would be easier than us searching through all of this. An excellent idea. An item tracker would do just the trick. Fortis, help me find the tracking chip and 10 other parts. Hold it. That sounds like more work than we've already started. Just do it later. They walk a bit further before Amar stops. Alright, the motherboard should be somewhere in this row. Help me look. They should be on the second shelf. You're looking for the one labeled Snack Making Module. 10 souls say I can find it before you do. It's not a competition. Fortis sets the box down and the two split up in opposite directions. Gears, no bulbs, huh? A soft yellow glow among the bulbs calls out to the demon. He reaches inward and pulls out what looks like an arrow made of angelic light. Hey, Amar, why do you have this? Amar turns around and gasps. Fahrenheit, that's where it's been all these years. I thought I lost that when I started my collection. Fortis takes a sniff of the arrow. It has my scent. Wait, is this the arrow that struck me in the butt during the Great War? Correct. I kept it after we pulled it out of you. I'm surprised. I thought you of all people despised the war. I still do, but that doesn't stop me from collecting the many machineries and weapons left behind from the fight. Fortis looks mourningly at the arrow in his hand. It hurts to remember, Amar. I feel that would be doing those we wronged a disservice. Easy for you to say. You were in the back lines while I had to lead the charge to up above the gates, watching ally after ally get struck down. We've come so far then, but there are times where I catch demons who survived the war looking at me, their eyes brimming with anger. After all, there's no one else to direct it to. The second demon lord had long passed. I'd give anything just to forget and start over. I know, even though I was tied to a forge, I saw the scars of war and the broken bits of machine weapons that were sent back to me. Sometimes these broken hands of mine burn when I dream about the war. Wouldn't it be great if we could just forget all of that? It's in remembering that I can remain grounded in the present, unlike some demons who choose to live in the glory days. Fortis begins to twirl the arrow like a baton. He appears lost in thought. That there arrow in a rarity. It never broke apart. I wonder what happened to the angel that conjured it. Are they keeping it held together? Well, whatever it is, that bloke ain't getting it back. How did you get hit with that in the first place? It's a funny story. With Torola's wrist, he flicks the arrow in the air and catches it. Then he raises his other hand to show all 5 fingers. It was me against 5 up above's goons. Their bodies beaten and bruised. I figured they'd be easy to take down. Before I could, though, one of their big shots showed up. This tall, regal-looking fellow. Regal. I could tell just by the look in his eyes that he wasn't like the rest of them. Was he as strong as you? Ha! Not physically, but he had speed and magic on his side. I tried socking him here and there, but he kept blocking or dodging me. Then he pulled out this arrow and threw. Fortis accidentally threw the arrow in hand. Uh-oh. The arrow zooms around the room, hitting the wall, ricocheting back at tremendous speed. Duck! Fortis is hit across the chest and is set flying to the other side of the room. He slams hard against the wall, sending tremors throughout the facility. A box of random materials falls on the demon. Amar picks up the fallen arrow and sends it back to his work table via portal. Fascinating, so the arrow is imbued with the ability to bounce. Less damage on impact, but I suppose for a high-level angel that would hurt even Fortis. Oh yes, Fortis, are you alright? Fortis strolls over to his dazed friend. Ugh, I'm good. Fortis picks himself up and looks at the things that fell on him. Hey, found the motherboard. Excellent. 2 notable discoveries in one go. I also found this. He pulls out a black piece of fabric. Isn't that this Nox's cloak? What's it doing in here? I don't know what you're talking about. That's just a rag. One of Amar's extended arms snatches the cloth, crumpling it and throws it into a stray box. It had a hoodie. It's just a rag. No, it's very obviously Nox's cloak. Fortis, while I do enjoy your humor, all I see is a dirty, traitorous rag. Okay. Amar brings the box of parts over for Fortis to put the motherboard in. That's enough time spent here. We should go. Suddenly, another portal opens before Amar can summon his own. Nox floats through. There you two are. Nox. Nox, you wouldn't guess what Amar took from you. Never mind. Amar, I think something is wrong with your security system. When I arrived at the front of the workshop, your robots attacked me. Oh, but of course, I had them set up to take out traitors automatically. The lynx demon scowls at the frog, but Nox's expression remains unchanged. Why are you here, Nox? I have something important to tell you, Amar. Tell me later. We have a mortal to take care of, and he needs sustenance. The instruction comes from Lord Vendrick. Well, that changes everything. Tell me. Never. Nox looks over to Fortis, hoping for some support from his comrade, but the dog turns away. Fortis picks up the box of parts, and the Lynx General summons their portal. Time to feed a hungry alpaca. I'm coming with you. It's important that you hear this as soon as possible. Fine, just wait until we're done. You better keep the chatter to a minimum. You know how your questions can aggravate others. The three demons move through the portal and arrive right outside the pantry. Why didn't you teleport us inside? It's a security risk. We don't know how desperate the immortal is. He might try to run into our portals, and I don't want to find out what happens when he does. Well, at least not yet. Box in hand, the largest of the three takes out a key and opens the door.